Whee! Alright, oh man, look how pretty that is. How's the translation coming along? Hello? I'm getting very, very close. So, isn't that a good thing? I don't like where this is going. Oh. Well, see you later, Clover. That's a knowing face that she just had there, like a concerned one. Almost like of empathy or like a pity. Okay. That changes that. No, it doesn't do anything. That changes that. Alright. So now we have that. Which does nothing for us. Because these aren't coming back. Okay. There we go. There we go. Nice. Man, Dysis has got some hops, y'all. She can launch. Alright. You know what? I think I'll be able to cut this into at least 2, if not 3 episodes here. You know what? No, I'll play a little while longer, then I'll cut it down. Let's see. So that swaps those. And that swaps those. If I do this and this, gets me the other side here. So now I want to this. And then this. There it is. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Hey, I just want you to know, whatever the artifact turns out to be, I'll be here, okay? You can count on me. He's all mad. Thanks, Meal. And then he just takes off again. Alright. Dude's got some problems. Dude's got some anger. Okay. Let's see what we have going on here. There's an irony to this here. I don't know why I just did that. Come on. What have I done? What have I done? Here we go. I mean, this is nothing good, but it's something new at least. Like I'm in a new position here. I can go like this now. At least, okay. Nope, this is I was already in this position before. Right. This is doing me no good still. Conflab it. How do I get rid of these? Nope. Wow. Good job, me. I think we're almost there, I think. I'm gonna find a way. This one again. Is that what we need to do here? Not quite. Dang it. Yes. There it is. Nice. Took some finagling, but we got it. There. That was the last one. I've got the full message. What does it say? You know, when I was a little boy, there was this neighbor kid I played with almost every day. We were almost the same age. He was 1 year older than me. Lucas. That was his name. We'd always play in the park in my hometown. First thing, every morning, Mom would make breakfast. I'd eat it as fast as I could and head to the park. He was always there waiting for me. It didn't matter how early I got up, Lucas was always first. Was he homeless? I remember one time I asked him if he slept there. He always carried his toy plane. I loved that plane. Even though he was a good friend, he would never let me touch it. And that made me very angry. One day I woke up, and after having breakfast as usual, I went to the park. He wasn't there yet. I was happy. I finally managed to beat him to the park. I sat down to wait for him. But hours passed and Lucas never showed up. When I got back home, I learned that they had moved. That night my father heard me crying in my room and came in, really worried. I told him what had happened. I was sad, but I was a kid, so eventually I started to get over it. One day, my father brought me a box that had come for me in the mail. I was really confused. It was from Lucas. He sent me a letter, apologizing for not being able to say goodbye. He told me he'd miss me and wouldn't forget about me. Also in the box was a gift. It was his toy plane. One day I was playing at my dad's office. I stumbled upon the box for the plane. I realized he'd made the whole thing up. Oh, that sucks. Obviously, I never said a word. Although I never found out how he knew that I liked the plane so much. I never told him that detail. And I was never able to ask him. Why not? He died from a strange disease a few years later. He always said, if you want to be happy, make your loved ones happy. I was too young to understand. Not long after Dad died, Mom left us. She couldn't get fear of the disease out of her mind, even though it wasn't contagious. Unfortunately, though, it's hereditary. And as it turns out, Dysis and I both inherited the disease. What? You too, Clover? I may have a few weeks left. Then again, I may have a few days before the disease takes its course. Even worse, the disease progresses much more aggressively in women. Dysis, my little sister. Sooner or later, the disease will kill her. This legend, this artifact, was my only hope. What does it say, Clover? See for yourself. Oh, I have to walk. Okay. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become. He who not abandons our sacred place. Yep, they can't leave here. Because only on this land, this same man is forever endless, true eternity. Eternal is my son, and eternal will become. He who not abandons our sacred place. Because only in this land, the same man is forever, endless, true eternity. Yep. So if you're on the island, you live forever. I think I get it. It's the island. The whole island is the artifact. And from what I can tell, the artifact's power is limited to those standing on it. That is, while we remain here, we'll be immortal. This stupid thing. What's the use of the artifact if I can't take it with me? We can just bring Dysis here. Of course we will. What other choice do I have? But you'll have to live here forever? What kind of a life would that be? A prisoner of a deserted island for all eternity. We can find another way. Vanille, would you excuse me for a bit? I need some time to be alone. Man, that sucks. Clover. Interesting. Okay. So I was wrong about the importance of Spy Master. The importance of Spy Master was to say that this guy is smarter than Evan. Clover, why didn't you say anything? If only... Such an intoxicating fragrance, don't you think? Huh? The flowers. You... Am I interrupting something? No. Don't you think they're beautiful? I guess. Who would guess that the nectar is one of the world's most toxic poisons? A drop or two kills an adult in a matter of hours. Funny thing, nature. So gorgeous and so deadly at the same time. From the bottom of my heart, I believe it was made to end us. The divine punishment for destroying our home. Why are you here? Such a shame, isn't it? Clover situation. What if I told you there's actually something we can do? Okay, why did he get all what? I don't like this. That voice again. It was you. Upbringing isn't behind this, is it? You were the one who contacted me. Wasn't it fun, though? Playing detective. See, Dysis? I've always felt an inexplicable obsession with mysteries. Detective stories. Questions without answers. There is something so seductive in them. In real life, however, they're always so dull. They're never like in video games or a good book. So I wanted to really take this to the next level. Make it more interesting. You follow me? Took the liberty of designing all this such that you could figure it out yourself. That every discovery would have been uncovered by you and only you. Evan, on the other hand, he wanted to make everything so obvious. He wanted you to know everything from the start. Let's just say that's not how I do things. Where's the fun in that? Where's the emotion? He won't understand. Emotions can't be faked. They have to be authentic. They must be lived. I even managed to get someone with the same... You know what? It doesn't matter. What are you talking about? What is going on here? What is this all about? Oh, come on, Dysis. You still don't have a clue after all the work I've done? You're just gonna give up? I thought you were better than that. No one appreciates a good mystery anymore. What is wrong with this maniac? Alright, I'll admit it. Maybe I didn't give you all the pieces. But I know you won't need them. You're something special, Dysis. Well, I think this is the last one. will be enough. I think this last one will be enough. Been aware of your observations. Remember your suspicions about the monoliths? Eureka, you were right. The question is, why? Our friend Evan adored Clover, and he wanted to leave him with a little present as the final goodbye. One that involved an island capable of doing what the new message said. You follow me? New message? What was the old message? No. No. So, are you still wondering why you're here? She is Dysis. Oh, man. Is this the right thing? I'm not sure what right even is anymore. Clover? I've been thinking. I've got to tell you something. I'm listening. My name is not Vanille. It's Dysis. Dysis Emor. Now's not the time for jokes, Vanille. Just shut up and listen. Sorry. I'm all ears. Ever since I arrived on the island, I can't with this. It's too much for me. Clover, I don't get it. I really don't get it. Hey. Relax, okay? Everything will be okay. I'm here with you. Tell me what's going on. Why do the worst things always happen to the best people? Why? It's always the same. It's so unfair. Well, I like to think the universe has a plan for all of us. Besides, if I hadn't been sick, I would have never known you, right? You idiot! Why didn't you tell me? I didn't want my disease to mark me. I didn't want to be treated differently. I wouldn't have treated you differently. Vanille, you're doing it right now. It's just that... It's okay, Vanille. Breathe in. What is it you wanted to tell me? Ever since I arrived on the island, I couldn't get this coincidence out of my head. But I think I understand everything now. It's not that the island is making us immortal. Rather, the island is frozen in time. Do you understand? Time is not passing here. What's the difference? You arrived here before me. Time stopped for you the moment you set foot on this island. It is. It's his sister. And she aged while he was here. But it didn't stop for everyone else. You left home and came here to save your sister when she was just a baby. But time went on normally for me. Until I grew up and came here. And that's why we're meeting each other now. I know it's hard to believe, but I'm Dysis, Clover. You're Dysis. What? What are you saying? When I took this job, they gave me a false name. They told me not to reveal the real one. Until now. And I think it's because they didn't want you to know from the beginning because of how absurd this all sounds. But now that you've figured out what the artifact is, it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Your name is Dysis Emor. It is. How did you recover? It looks like I was never sick in the first place, Clover. It was just you. When Evan gave you the notebook and sent you here, he stayed and looked after me, didn't he? He was going to look after Dysis while I was here, but that was just a little while. Pretty much a day ago. Oh, oof. Oof. No, Clover, it was years ago. Time went by and you never came back. While on the island, we don't feel the passage of time. It doesn't affect us. That's why our watches stop while we're here. Evan must have thought you had died, that you'd never come back. He had no other choice but to look after me. Obviously, he thought that it wouldn't last long. He thought that sooner or later my time would also come. But seeing how things turned out, it seems that time never came. I imagine that's when he realized I wasn't sick. He decided to search a place for me. A family. And they did a good job of it. Until today, I never knew I had a brother. Actually, I never knew where I really came from. After a long time, I'm guessing that he found out how the island works. He assumed you'd still be here, that from your perspective, you had just arrived. After that, he contacted me, pretending to be Upbring. He sent me here with the excuse of finding Evan, so that I would meet you. The only restriction they gave me was to hide my real name no matter what. I believe it's because they didn't want you to realize it was me from the beginning. First, you needed to figure out how the island works. Just think about it, it all makes sense that way. Neither of us would have believed any of this if we were told about it from the start. That's why he didn't tell me either. He wanted us to discover it by ourselves. We had to wait for this moment. Are you sure about what you're saying? Can I trust you? Just look at me, Clover. It's me. I can't. I can't believe it. Dysis. 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 Hug your sister, dude. Give her a hug. Is it really you? You've been right in front of me all this time. Yes, Clover, it's me. You've grown so much. Dysis, can I give you a hug? Of course you can, you idiot. Aw, there you go. Dysis, I was so scared. Afraid of losing you. Ever since we lost Mom and Dad, I only had you. And I didn't want to lose what I loved the most. But it doesn't matter. None of that matters. Now that I know you're fine. Because that's what I've always wanted. I can't believe how much you've grown. Are you staying healthy? Tell me about your friends, Dysis. Do they take good care of you? Has it really been years? I've got so many questions, dear sister. What happened to Evan, and why did he use a different name with me? It was just a fake name he used to hide from the world. It was all a part of his plan. He wanted to surprise us. He did it for us. Well, he managed. That bastard. I suppose he wasn't that selfish after all. Hey, why are you crying? Aren't you happy to see me again after all these years? Yeah, she's got to leave, though. I'm happy. That's all. Me too. I don't ever want this moment to end. I'm so happy I could die right now. Oof. Oof. From now on, everything will be better. Will it, though? I guess she can come visit you, but you can't visit her. I guess I'll have to stay here if I don't want my time to come. You'd better visit. And above all that... Clover? What's the matter? He's gonna have to watch her die just of old age. Just feeling a little bit dizzy. Don't worry. Or did she, change the island when she arrived? Is he aging? Clover? What's wrong? Clover? Wake up. What's happening? Get up. Someone help. Clover, say something to me, please.